Hi guys, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining me here. I appreciate that you're taking the time, and I'm really excited to be in here, and I'm really excited about what we're going to be talking about today, and that is how to use this leaf and any other weight loss surgery for that matter. So then again, thank you for being here. Show me some love. So please push that like button so I get to know that you guys are right over here. And let's get started. Now, for those who don't know me, I am Lucía Chávez. I'm Chief of Nutritionist right here at Obesity Control Center. And I have been here for about 6 years, and I have the experience of 8,000 patients. And there's so much to learn still, but there are some things that I have learned along the way. I'm a certified nutritionist, and I'm currently pursuing my certification as an integrative and functional nutrition practitioner. So then again, there's lots to learn. So let's share some of the knowledge I have in here and some of the struggles that patients have gone through so that you guys can get to learn about that as well. So if you think that someone is going to be appreciating this information, please make sure to tag them right below in comments so then they get to hear or see this live stream. And as I said, the topic of today is how to use this leaf. So first, to get to know how to use this leaf, we first need to know about the stomach. So the stomach is inside the GI tract. It is part of our digestive system, and our whole digestive system is meant to make that food that you get into the smallest part possible so you can absorb that as a natural molecular chemical nutrition, let's put it that way. So it's just a molecule at the end of the intestines, so then that's how it gets into the bloodstream. Now, a normal stomach, with or without this leaf, requires certain combination of foods so then you can increase satiety and reduce hunger. So is that a yes or a no? What about hunger? Is that something to talk about? Is that an issue before or after surgery? Well, let's get to learn how our hormonal responses works in relation to food. So here you have your stomach, and the stomach needs the combination of protein, fiber, and fats. If you have protein, then you're increasing satiety. If you have fiber, then it's going to stay longer in the stomach, because all of what the stomach does is blend foods. That's all. It's a blender. Inside our body, it's just a blender. That's all it's doing. It's getting your food and it's just blended it. So then it gets into intestines, and then at that time is when it becomes a molecule, a chemical molecule that you absorb. But in the stomach, there's no absorption. There's just mechanical digestion. So your stomach is just doing this. So then again, if you say, for example, have fruit alone with no protein, neither fats, it's just the fruit alone, then the stomach is going to blend that out pretty fast. So then it will get into your system pretty fast. So then you'll be hungry in no time, right? Fats are also, fats help the stomach hold food longer. So let's think of our stomach this way. You know, it's like this is your stomach before you eat. And then again, it's just a blender. And at the end, it sort of has this funnel that gets into the intestines. Hi, Jennifer. So good to have you here with us. Hi, Dana. Good to have you here. Where are you watching us from? Right down below where you guys are looking into the live stream. All right. So anyhow, you have this stomach right here. So if you have protein, fiber, and fats, the food is going to stay longer. So then you'll be less hungry. That is with a normal stomach, right? Which can grow, say, to this size. Yeah, I know, this is like a normal size stomach. So what do you do with a normal size stomach? You fill it up with vegetables, then you include a little bit of protein, and of course you include the fats just to keep the food longer in the stomach. So what about, ooh, you're calling from India. Hi, Sanja. Thank you for having, for looking this live stream. This is so good to have you here from Tennessee and Michigan. Hi, guys. All right, so what happens with this leaf? Right after surgery, the stomach is going to be this size small, very small, very, very small. And that is because of inflammation, all right? So early, right before surgery, it is going to be difficult to get all nutrients in, right? And protein is the most basic nutrient your body needs because you build up protein. I mean, you use protein to build up blood, tissues, enzymes, hormones. So the last thing that you want is to become deficient on protein, as also your body will start breaking down muscle as a protein source to be able to build up that blood, those enzymes, those hormones and all that. So if you don't meet your protein intake, then you are going to be losing weight from muscle instead of losing the weight from fat. And that is why we emphasize protein intake so much right after surgery, because of the size of the stomach. So when you have this size of stomach, you know, it's like you don't even have to think about it. You don't have to be vigilant about it. You don't have to be aware about it. It's just, you know, you'll get there no matter what. But when you have this size of stomach, then you have to put some work at it. Now, as inflammation subsides, then you'll be able to fit in some more food into that stomach. And 9 months after surgery is when you'll pretty much reach out the final size of the pouch, and that will be pretty much this much. It's about a cup, okay? So how to use this leaf? Well, it depends on the stage that you're in. Early on, you need to feed more protein than anything else, but you still need the fiber and the fats, right? So you just need to be vigilant about the protein intake. You have to count the protein intake. You need to get to the protein intake, and then at that time, then you can include fruits, vegetables, and some fats. Now, once you reach the final size of the stomach, then it'll be easier to get that protein in, to get that fiber in, and to get those fats in. So how much does a sleeve patient, or can a sleeve patient eat? This will be it, okay? At about 9 months out. So every time you eat, you should be having protein, fiber, and fats. Protein, fiber, and fats. Protein, fiber, and fats. Yeah, protein, fiber, and fats. Write that down. Protein, fiber, fats. Protein, fiber, fats. That's how you use this leaf. Because when you're just having, again, only carbs, for example, then those are going to be sliding right down the stomach into the intestines pretty fast, and you're going to be hungrier next time. And guess what? You'll be able to eat much more out of those foods because those are called slider foods. Have you had that sensation? Have you noticed that you have been able to eat some more of certain foods and not so much of other foods? So write down a yes or a no, okay? Have you eaten so much out of certain foods that you notice that they slide right through them? Write a yes for that. So then again, slider foods are mostly carbohydrates and junk foods, which is something that doesn't provide any nutrition and it doesn't help you at all into losing the weight. I'm going to be putting right below in comments an infographic on slider foods, so you get an idea of what are the most typical slider foods. But then again, that could be different to you because you are unique and your stomach behaves differently. Amy, she says, yes, yes, yes. So how much popcorn can you have? How much ice cream can you have? Yeah, popcorn is definitely one. So it is different to each patient. Some of you might find out that to you, you know, it's lettuce. So then that's the slider for you. But then again, I'm going to be posting that infographic down below so that you get to see about the most common slider foods. And please, you know, give me those thumbs up so I'll get to know that you like the information that we're giving you. And other, say, other type of, it's not food, I mean, it's just liquids. I mean, other thing that you can do that will bypass the hormonal response to food would be calories in a liquid form. So if you're drinking your calories, if you're drinking soda, you're drinking alcohol, if you're drinking energy drinks, if you're drinking vitamin water, if you're drinking anything that is a liquid besides water, infusion water, or herbal teas, those are calories in a liquid form. So then, what is the stomach doing there? Nothing. They just lie right down through the intestines. You're not using the stomach at all, and you're just going to get a glycemic response, meaning your glucose, your blood glucose is going to go up, and then your insulin is going to grab that glucose from that from the blood flow and convert that into fat tissue. So then again, even if it's organic juice, that only means that you're not using the stomach in the proper way. It only means that you're getting calories into your body that are going to convert into insulin. And why is that if fruit is something that is good for you, right? Why avoid fruits in a juice form if they are healthy? Well, because you're not having the combination of protein, fiber, and fats, remember? So even though those fruits are good for you, they are going to have this glycemic response. So think of foods pretty much as the relationship that you have with your spouses or with your partners. You love them for the good thing that they have, but you don't pay that much attention into their defects, right? So you're going to be using fruit, and you need to include the fruit. And you don't want to be afraid of the carbohydrate intake. You want to include that, but you want to use that properly. So if you're doing the formula of protein, fiber, and fats, you're going to be okay, because if you want fruit, then all you need to do is to include yogurt and some nuts or seeds like chia seeds, like flax seeds. So then you have the right combination: protein, fiber, and fats. Hi, Amy. Yeah, the blood sugar is dropping. Yes, that's good. As long as you stick with that formula, protein, fiber, and fats, even early after surgery or down the road, you are going to be okay, because you're going to be getting the nutrition that you need, and you're going to be using the surgery properly. Remember, the sleeve only provides restriction to solid foods. So the hardest the food is, the more solid it is, then it's going to stay longer in the stomach. Otherwise, you can have that popcorn or you can have that donut and you'll be very hungry in half an hour. Then you grab a cookie, you feel full, and then in 20 minutes you're still hungry, and you're just getting the glycemic response and no nutrients. So that's the best way in which you can, or you should be using the surgery. So let me know, please, any other topics that you would like me to talk about, because I'm going to be here every third Thursday of the month at 11 a.m. And definitely I want to talk to you guys with the information that you like to know more about. All right, if you want to know some more about weight loss surgery, if you are not a patient of ours, then please make sure to visit our Obesity Control Center website. That's where you'll find some more information. And you can also find some blogs in there in regards to how to eat. So Connie, you're asking if there is a list or a sample menu plans. Sort of. We give that to you before surgery, and then we'll give you that for after surgery. But for life, I wrote down a blog that is called How to Eat After Weight Loss Surgery that will let you know how to combine your foods and how to eat. Sample menus don't work in the long run because nobody can stick to that alone. And actually that goes against the nutritional principles, because the whole idea of nutrition is to have variety. That's where you find nutrition, in the variety of food. So you should be free about what, say, to order at a restaurant or what to eat when you're eating with your whole family. So please make sure to read that blog, and you'll get to have a better idea on how to eat after weight loss surgery. Darlene, you're asking about what number of calories we should be having after the surgery to have energy for the day. Oh, I love that question. You're asking about calories, which are numbers. And then you're also asking about energy, and energy is quality. So nowadays we're focusing very much on calories, and we're also focusing on macros, because you know the keto diet is a strong thing, it's a good thing, but some people are paying too much attention to the macros, and that only means that they're not paying attention to the food. So reading labels is not going to help you out, but if you get wholesome, real foods, then regardless of the calorie intake, if you've used the formula of protein, fibers, and fats, then you'll be certain that you're going to be meeting your nutrient needs, and therefore your body is going to be using all the calories that you are having from that food. I hope that makes sense. You know, processed foods, regardless of the calorie intake, doesn't provide much nutrition, so that means that your body is not going to be working as much as it's needed for you to lose the weight. Here's the thing, excess of weight is a symptom of a body not working. That's it. And the only transportation system we have for nutrients is food. But instead of giving food to our body, you know, quality food, we're giving, food, because there's no other name to that, but we're giving our bodies food that comes from processed stuff. And that is something that our bodies do not understand, because there are so many chemicals in here that your body has to fight the chemicals. So it's not going to be getting enough nutrition. But not only that, you're going to be kidnapping the nutrition that you have so your body can deal with those toxins and those chemicals. So there's a huge difference between calories from processed foods and calories from real food. And if you're having calories from real food, you don't need to count the calories. You want a better relationship with food. Where do we find the blog? I believe that the link is already in there, but you can navigate through the Obesity Control Center website and just go up top. I believe at the top of the page you'll find the little menu with blogs. So you just get in there and you just search for any topic you like. So gastric sleeve in 2013 with Dr. Ariel Ortiz, of course. He's good, isn't he? Alrighty. Oh, awesome, Lisa. You got it. Perfect. Okay. So what if weight loss has to stop? That's a beautiful question. And that could be, it's a very complex question. So that could be the next topic, right? We could talk about that in a month. So I'll be preparing myself to make sure that I answer, all of what is into the weight loss stalls, because there could be many things that could put you into a stall. Just keep in mind that nutrition is the only thing that powers your cells. So the first thing is to make sure that you're not having any labels, not in food, not in drinks, nothing like that. So if you're having wholesome foods, then it'll be easier to provide to your body what it needs to be able to lose the fat, okay? Again, excess of weight is just a symptom of the body not working. We need to get it working. Once you get it working, you set your body into auto repair mode, and your body is going to get rid of excess of weight by itself, because then again, your body doesn't want that to be there. So it gets rid of what it doesn't need: disease, excess weight, whatever that is, toxins, chemicals, whatever that is. But we don't know the priorities that your body has. We don't know if your body is repairing your brain with the nutrition that you're now providing. So you cannot force the excess weight. It will happen if you continue providing to your body so it can repair itself. And at some point, you will get into excess weight. So that's pretty much a secondary effect of good nutrition. So we just need to get you there. But then again, that could be our next topic in a month, and I'll make sure to cover many of those things. So I hope that you have enjoyed this live stream. Then again, show me that love, push that heart button so I know that you're appreciating this content. Thank you very much for your time. And then again, if you want to learn some more about weight loss surgery, make sure to visit our Obesity Control Center website. Thank you so much, guys, and we'll see you soon. Take care.